very first calls I ever did was one of the worst calls I ever did, involved drinking and driving. I remember it was at 3 o'clock in the morning, it was here in Regina, and a fellow was drunk, driving his half-ton, blew through a red light, hit a car full of teenagers. And obviously a very chaotic scene. I can still remember where the engine was laying in the ditch. The thing that really bothered me at the time was he didn't really even know what had happened. He was that intoxicated that he was kind of looking around like, who caused this? For someone to make a choice and to drink and then drive, it's more bothersome because it didn't have to happen. And so I think that's why those are especially disturbing for paramedics. When you go to these car accidents and you see kids and they're involving drunk drivers, it does make you angry. You know, it used to be that you just dealt with it, and now it's definitely not something that can be ignored. And the idea of cumulative stress injuries, I absolutely believe in that 100% because I think it happened to me. You know, you can go on and on and on. It's just like anything else. There is a breaking point that everyone will reach. The key thing is now to be able to recognize when you're at that breaking point and understanding that the way I'm feeling isn't normal. Because if you're immersed in it, when you're immersed in it, you don't understand that you shouldn't feel this way. You shouldn't be exhausted. You shouldn't be angry. You shouldn't be drinking. And any other risk-taking behaviors, those things are not normal. And so I think that we made a lot of strides in that way.
All of our members are human, and they have emotions and they have families, and so when we're exposed to those types of events, it's impossible to not take some of that home and not have some of those feelings of empathy for the people that are involved and the families. I would expect my people to feel that type of emotion for them. We try to deal with it the best we can with teams of PTSD counselors, critical incident stress management counselors that we call in when our crews are exposed to that. And it's a really important part of our program now that we're getting better at recognizing those injuries of the people that have to go out and actually attend to that. So it's ongoing and we're working on it, and it's improving all the time.
So don't be the person that thinks you can have 2 or 3 and still drive home. I've done those calls too. That you don't have to be blackout drunk to get in an accident and kill somebody. 2 or 3 drinks can do it too. Don't drink and drive. It's the same message that we've been repeating and repeating and repeating. I think it's getting better. I hope it's getting better. And you know, if I never did another drinking and driving accident, that would be perfectly okay with me.